Europe is creating a digital twin of the entire planet. A simulation so detailed it could let us see how disasters would unfold in your city before they happen. But what can we really learn and what are the dangers of a system like this? Most of our cities were built for the past. Streets, drainage systems and buildings were designed for weather patterns that no longer exist. Today, storms are stronger, heat waves hotter, and coastlines more unpredictable than ever, with no certainty of how high or fast they will rise. In the past decade, Europe has seen devastating floods, like the 2021 disaster in Germany and Belgium, that left entire towns underwater. Record-breaking heat waves, like the one in France in 2000, pushing temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. Without a way to test how and where these disasters strike, planners are forced to make decisions with incomplete data. And we keep building for the best. Lives, homes and livelihoods, like yours, are at risk. And when all this is at risk, the effects ripple far beyond the streets. A single flood can trap commuters, overwhelm hospitals and cut off emergency services. Heatwaves push electricity grids to their limits, leaving the most vulnerable exposed. Even basic infrastructure, bridges, trains and schools can fail under pressure, turning one extreme event into a citywide crisis. These are the hidden consequences of building for yesterday's climate. Without better foresight, cities are forced to react instead of prepare. Enter DestinE, Europe's ambitious digital twin of the entire planet. Built to answer one question: what happens when the next disaster strikes? DestinE combines a century of weather records, satellite observation, river gauges and urban infrastructure maps into predictive models. These simulations aim to calculate, block by block, street by street, how floods, heat waves and coastal surges could unfold. But the platform is still under development and access is limited. DestinE shows the possibilities. Planners could explore multiple scenarios simultaneously, identifying weak spots in drainage of extreme heat, or at-risk evacuation routes before disaster even strikes. It's not perfect. Local collaboration is required. Some data remains incomplete, and human behavior can't be fully predicted. But the scale, precision, and potential to save lives makes DestinE unlike anything we have built before. And we are going to explore the 3 types of challenges DestinE is designed to help cities prevent. If you want to stay on top of the latest climate tools, innovations and how engineers are shaping safer, future-proof cities, hit subscribe and let's explore making a future-proof world together. Across Europe, cities face challenges they weren't built for, from floods in Venice to heatwaves in Paris and storm surges in Hamburg. DestinE aims to give planners a glimpse of what could happen and how to prepare. Venice has long battled flooding, not just during high tides, but from increasingly intense rainfall. Streets turn into canals, homes and businesses suffer, and transport grinds to a halt. DestinE could help planners simulate these extreme events before they happen. It could reveal which neighborhoods flood first, which streets remain passable, and which interventions would make the biggest difference. Paris has faced record-breaking heat waves in recent years. Streets and rooftops trap scorching heat. Hospitals see spikes in heat-related illnesses, and vulnerable residents are at risk. DestinE could help map heat distribution across these neighborhoods, showing where trees, reflective rooftops or cooling zones are most needed. Even a small targeted intervention could reduce temperatures in hotspots and save lives. And Hamburg has experienced devastating storm surges, Flooding streets and forcing evacuations. Timing is critical. Evacuate too early and resources are wasted. Too late and lives are at risk. DestinE could model how a surge would move through the city, which evacuation routes stay open, and how temporary barriers or rerouted traffic could improve safety. Simulating multiple scenarios could help planners make informed decisions before the next storm hits. From Venice to Paris to Hamburg. The challenges differ, but the story is the same. Cities, built for the past, are struggling for the future. DestinE could be the tool that unites data, models and planning, giving decision makers the insights to act before disaster strikes. But doesn't this all sound too good to be true? DestinE promises a glimpse into the future, but even the most detailed simulations have limits. And in real cities, those limits can matter a lot. Take Venice. DestinE can simulate extreme rainfall and highlight the streets most likely to flood. But the city's network of tiny canals and back alleys isn't really mapped. A sudden surge in one overlooked alley could trap residents or flood a critical bridge. The simulation gives planners insight, but doesn't eliminate risk. In Paris, thermal maps show the hottest neighborhoods, yet models can't predict every human reaction. Rooftops, crowded streets, and resident choices can change how heat is experienced. A shaded park may reduce temperature on paper, but if people don't use it, the benefits are limited. Data guides decisions, but humans remain unpredictable. Hamburg's storm surges highlight safe evacuation routes and windows, but the model assumes people follow instructions. If residents ignore alerts or bottlenecks occur in unmodeled streets, chaos can still unfold. Even the best predictions can't control behavior. And small gaps in local data can change outcomes drastically. Across Venice, Paris and Hamburg, these limitations remind us. Predictive models are powerful, but not perfect. DestinE doesn't replace human judgment, local knowledge or careful planning. It amplifies them. And even if it does, the model is only as good as the data and assumptions in it. And let me tell you a warning that everyone that has worked with models know. Garbage in is garbage out. The question isn't whether it's flawless, but whether we use it wisely to prepare for what comes next. DestinE isn't just about individual cities. It's a glimpse at Europe as a living, interconnected city. Hundreds of cities, regions and critical infrastructure all simulated together to understand how disasters unfold, where vulnerabilities lie, and what intervention works best. By connecting data across Europe, planners can see not just local risks, but how decisions in one place affect others. Investments can be prioritized where they save lives, protect communities and maximize impact. This isn't guesswork. It's evidence guiding action at a scale never before possible. DestinE doesn't prevent disasters on its own. And it doesn't replace human judgment. But it gives planners, engineers and communities foresight. A chance to act, prepare and adapt before catastrophe strikes. DestinE isn't fully public. Full access is granted case by case. But you can explore what's currently available on the official platform, interact with sample simulations and see how cities are testing strategies for floods, heat waves and coastal surges. Check it out for yourself. Explore the tools and let me know what you think. How could this change the future? Every decision, every insight brings us closer to a safer, more resilient future. Let's engineer a better world together.